need to check it whether this measurement is correct or not, whether this measurement is fitting to this person or this dress form is not. And that's why after making this draft on paper, we trace it or copy it on muslin fabric or any fabric, fine fabric, and then we drape it on the dress form to check how accurate we have developed the block or sloper for this dress form. So that's why in the evening I cut the fabric and put it on the dress form to check it whether I have made this block correct or not, or where I required to do correction. And if there is any correction, if there any correction required, I'll introduce that correction on the paper pattern or block, correct it, and then I will preserve it for the future reference. So that's the purpose. So now you can see the dummy. Like, I have made only one part, but when I cut it on fold. On fold means two parts, this and this both. So I make a one piece, complete one piece. In the same way, for the back, I have made only one part. I have made only one part, and then I have made only one part, and then on the fold line, I just copied it to to make it complete. Is it visible? Can you see this?
Yes.
So I have test fitted my pattern, and now I can say that I have completed the drafting of basic bodies slopper for size 8. Without doing this, I can't say that I have completed the drafting for this size. So now I have completed it. Okay. So I hope you understand the significance of taste.
So suggest some reference books for the pattern making for
Uh,
menswear and
okay,
womenswear both.
okay. I'll show you the book. This is a book, Helen Joseph Armstrong. Helen Joseph Armstrong. Can you see the book?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so this is a very good book, and it is very elaborate. I mean, almost all the information you can get.
Okay.
And I have the PDF copy also. If you want, I can share the PDF copy.
Sir, yes, sir, please, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
Sir,
please
I'll
and
share
share
the
the
PDF
PDF
copy.
by email. Sir, please share the
sir,
PDF.
and for menswear, which book we refer?
In this, it has covered all kids wear, women's wear, men's wear. Everything is covered. So there are more books. I'll give you the more books reference.
Mr.
Okay, sir.
Please
Neeraj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
share the
So
PDF file with us.
suppose you are interested to share any text documents or PDF, you just to send in
Yes,
my
sir.
mail. I have a mail of all the participants, and through this
Okay,
platform
sir.
and
Okay.
also through the mail of the group of mails, I will also communicate
Okay,
to
sir.
all.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Right.
you.
No problem, sir. Yes, sir.
And thank you and welcome in this morning session of this course and last day of the course. Thank you. Continue. Continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, any question regarding this drafting and test fitting and significance of test fitting? Anything you would like to ask or anything you want to add?
Hello.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Please.
So like you have developed this draft for the mannequin like for the dummy fitting, like some patterns like easy fitting and dartless draft. What we have to do for this?
Ma'am, by this we can develop everything. Actually, this is not a dress. This is just a measurement. This is not a dress. This is not a dress. No one can wear such kind of fitted dress. This this represents only the measurement of this body. This represent only the measurement of this body. Out of this measurement, I will developing different kind of dresses. When I needed pleats, I can convert this into pleats. We can add easiness, ease over here, ease over here. Let's say this is 9 inch, 9/4, right? So no one can wear a blouse or a dress which is just a 9/4 inch if the measurement is also 9 and 9 and 1/4. So we have to add 1 inch, 1 inch, or 2 inch, 2 inch extra loosiness depending on the kind of garment we are making. If we are making a very fitted blazer, so of course we are just going to add half inch over here, half inch over here, half inch, only 2 inch. But if we are making something for sportswear, where a lot of movement is required, lot of physical movement is required, so we have to give 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, or 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, depending on the end use, depending on the movement of the body, depending on the dynamic movement of the body. So accordingly, we can design the garment through this. This this is front and this is back, and we have to join this front and back at side seam. This back and this front is getting joined over here, right? So to avoid any problem while stitching, we always mark a notch mark over here. Notch mark over here. I'll just put a notch mark. And I'll tell you the significance of the notch mark. First, what will I do? I will just match the side seam. I'm matching side seam. You know why? Because this is a common line. On this line, front and back has to be attached. On this line, front and back has to be attached. We already discussed that this is a side seam is a common line. So it means this perimeter and this line both has to be equal because we are stitching it. And for stitching, we should have a guideline. We should have a guideline. Otherwise, what will happen? We just keep stretching it, and at the end, you may find that this part is bigger than this. So that's why we used to put a notch mark in the middle. Can you see the notch mark? Yeah, notch mark. Can you see the notch mark? I just put a background so that it is possible to see. Can you see the notch mark over here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the significance of notch mark is while stitching, you have a guideline. You can always match the notch so that this whole part will be matched. Right? So that's why we put notch mark at the side seam or anywhere where the seam has to be put or stitching has to be put, where stitching has to be done. Right? So that we can match the two panels correctly. Okay, so this was I covered the basic bodies of women wear, and now I just see this dart has very important role. This dart has very important role in creating new designs, new fit, new look. And that's why there is a very important, very important topic in women's wear design that's called dart manipulation. You must have heard about the term dart manipulation. Do you have any idea about dart manipulation? Dart manipulation. The term is dart manipulation. So, what do you mean by dart manipulation? Do you have any idea? Can you tell me a little bit? Any guess? Any guessing? Acha, what do you mean by manipulation? What do you mean by manipulation?
Manipulation is something.
Presenting something in different form, no? Distorting the fact sometime,
Yes, sir. Yes.
no? Manipulate karna. I mean, you are manipulating something. You are trying to explain something in a different form, right? Sometimes something is said in a different perspective, but you are presenting the same fact in a different perspective. That's a manipulation, right? No? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can see the original position of the darts are here and here, right? This is two dart basic bodies. If I am changing the position of darts to create new design, what am I doing? I am manipulating the original position. We are playing with the dart. We are engineering it. Engineer, dart engineering bolte hain. We can say dart engineering, dart manipulation, right? So in this thing, we learned dart, how to change the position of darts and keeping the fit almost same without compromising with the fit. Though fit is little bit compromised when we change the dart position, but by changing the dart position, we can create new designs, new panels, new lines. So actually, there are two methods of dart manipulation. One is pivot method, and second is slash and spread method. There are two methods. One is pivot method and second is slash and spread method. So by the term you can understand pivot means to rotate. Pivot means to rotate. By rotating we are changing the position of dart. And slash and spread means we are slashing it, we are cutting it. We are cutting it and changing the position of the dart. So I'll be demonstrating both the method in front of you to make you understand what is the difference between pivot method and slash and spread method and how we actually do this dart manipulation through these two methods. So I'll just draw a few designs on the board and then I will show you how we do dart manipulation. So this is a design. As you can see, we have made two dart basic bodies, two darts. These lines represents darts. Here we have two lines, one line up, one line down. For this basic bodies, I need to draw over line over here also. Then I can say this design, this diagram represent this. Matlab, it means two darts, one shoulder dart, one waist dart. But if I am making a design which is only one line, it means there is no dart over here. Only waist dart is available. It means this shoulder dart intake is transferred at waist dart. If there is a single line, it means this is a single waist dart bodies. This is a single waist dart bodies because it has only one line and it represents only the waist dart is available. It means the shoulder dart is transferred at the waist dart. So I will convert these two dart basic bodies into the single dart basic bodies by the method slash and spread. Slash and spread. As you can understand by the name, slash means cut. Slash means cut. And then spread. Make extra space. So what in the slash and spread method, whichever dart is to be transferred, that dart will be closed. And wherever it has to be transferred, there I need to put a cut, slash. So I want this dart to be transferred at this place. So I need to put a slash over here till the bus point. I'll put a slash over here till the bus point, and then I will close this dart so that the intake of this dart, space of this dart will be transferred at this place, at this waist. Okay, so got it, the definition in slash and spread method. Wherever you want to transfer the dart, you have to put a slash, you have to cut. And whichever dart you want to transfer, that dart has to be closed so that the intake of that dart will be transferred at the slashed area. Any doubt? Anything else which you don't understand? Is it okay?
Clear,
so now
sir.
I'll be
Shoulder,
yeah.
the shoulder dart, the space between that will not there. If it is converted
No, it
to,
will,
transferred.
it will be not there. It will be plain.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So now I'll be transferring. For that, I need to copy this. So I have already copied on this. I'll just mark the dart positions. So I copy my original stopper to this because I don't want to destroy this, and then what I have to do here, I have to transfer this solder dart to this position. It means I need to put a slash over here because I want to transfer this dart to here, right? So I'm putting a slash over here on the waste dart. It's visible to everyone. I'll put a slash till the
Yes,
first
sir,
point.
it's visible.
You can see I have put a slash. I slashed it at the waste position because I want to transfer solder dart at this place. Now I will close this dart, and the moment I will close this dart, the intake will come over here, and I'll get a single dart basic bodies. So let me close it. For closing, first we should fold the paper through scale. It will be easy. So I will closing the dart. Can you see this? I have closed
sir.
this dart. I have closed this dart. I have closed this dart at the shoulder, and now the shoulder dart is transferred at waist position. Still, it is not completed. Now I have to copy it. Have you seen it? Look, look. So this dart I close, and the moment I'm closing, I'm getting the intake over here. It's clear now.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so you can do it by yourself also at home. Now I will copy it on other paper. I just bring the paper. And after copying, I'll be preserving it because I'll be also needing in future these single dart basic bodies. So I just copy it. I will not cut this side now because of this dart, this place will go little ahead. So first I'll true the dart and then I will cut it accordingly. For truing, I'll take the midpoint of this dart. Again, I'll take the help of scale to fold the paper. You can see I'm trying to match these lines, both the lines. You can see. Is it visible to you? At the waist point, I'm just trying to match the lines while closing the dart for drawing. Let me draw the line little darker so that you can stand. I need to true the dart. Can you see this pattern well? And I have to close this dart. And while closing, I need to true the line. True the line means I have to match this point to this point. Can you see? I have matched the waistline, and now I'll be using tracing wheel. Though I don't have right now tracing wheel, so I'll be taking the help of pin, thumb pin, to get the impression beneath. Now you can see. Can you see the impression? So this is called throwing of the dart.
So we fold this towards the center front.
We can fold any side. You can fold any side.
Or the center front.
Yeah, it's at center front, but here you can fold it any side. At the shoulder, you have to fold it towards the center front. You know why? Because this is going up. You know, shoulder, the line is not, straight or parallel. It's little slanting towards up. So that's why we have to fold the dart towards upper side or towards HPS, high point shoulder. So now we have created single dart basic bodies, front bodies. Now we have created this. So this diagram is a representation of this. Hello, hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes,
sir, you are audible.
Okay. So you understood the process of slash and spread method. Now I'll be explaining pivot method by giving new design. So let me start the board. Now board is visible, I think. Board is visible, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir,
Please
visible.
let's- Okay. It is the original basic bodies. I mean single dart basic bodies. Now I am manipulating it. Now I don't want this dart over here. I want a different design. I want a different design. Where you want? Okay. Okay. Let me. I want to transfer this dart at this place. Which is 2 inch below the armhole. 2 inch below armhole, I am transferring this waist dart. And I'll show you by pivot method. And if there is a single line, it means there is single dart only. It means the waist dart has to be transferred at this point, and this place is where just 2 inch below the armhole. So for that, I'll use the single dart basic bodies here. Just let me adjust the camera. First, I'll copy this. And where I want 2 inch below the armhole. Can you see the armhole? This is the armhole lower point, right? So I want here 2 inch below. Okay. So I'll just mark the point. 2 inch below. Mark the point. Now in this method, what I'll do? I don't have to cut. I just have to rotate. So the distance between this dot and this point is less from this area, and the clockwise distance, this distance is higher than this. Distance from this point to this point is lower, and distance from this point to this point is higher. So whichever is higher, we will trace it first. So I'll tracing this distance. Okay, what I did, I traced from here through this way, till this dart leg, Is it clear? Is it clear to you? And now I'm going to pivot it. While pivoting, I need to close this waste dart so that this intake can appear over here. I have to close this dart so that this dart intake can be transferred at this point. So what I am going to do, I will rotate it. I will rotate this dart, this pattern like this, like this, so that now the dart is closed. I'm closing the dart. The dart intake has been closed over here. Should I do again? See again. I will try to focus.
अच्छा वैसा है कि
Yeah. Look, I have traced it till this point. Now I want this dart intake to be closed, and so that this dart intake can appear over here. So for that, what I am doing, I am just rotating this pattern in this way, this way. Now you can see the this dart leg has come over here. I have completely closed this dart, and this point has moved. So we got this extra intake over here. Let me do again. This was the original position. This was the original position, right? Now I'm rotating it till this dart leg touches this position. And the moment it touches this position, the intake of this dart has appeared over here. Okay? And now I'll trace this position from here. Now I got this dart transferred, shoulder dart transferred at side seam 2 inch below armhole. Now you got the design. Now you got the required design. While cutting this, again I have to close this dart by getting the midpoint.
उन्होंने भाई से पूछो बेचारी मेरे को फंसा लिया मैं जानू
So now you got single dart basic bodies and dart at side seam 2 inch below lower armhole. It's a new design. So you got how to do the dart manipulation by both the methods. Anything else? I mean, any doubt on it? Anything else you want to ask on dart manipulation? And there are umpteen number of design you can make. I can send you the diagram of different kind of designs if you want. Yeah, please unmute yourself and let's have a little discussion.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Uh,
Please. Good morning.
Sir, I want to ask, sometimes the armhole has changed due to manipulation. Then what to do?
Armhole.
Yes, sir. Armhole
Armhole will
shape.
be not changed.
Sir,
Armhole will be not.
sir, sometimes I have faced the problem due to shifting of pattern. It has changed.
Hmm. If it will change, it will change a little bit. I mean, otherwise, normally we are not doing anything at the armhole, and we can transfer this dart to armhole also.
Yeah, I know. I have
We can.
done that also. But
Mhm.
sometimes
Yeah.
armhole giving me problem. Armhole shape is not same as before.
Uh, it may change a little bit, but that will not affect too much.
Okay,
Anyway,
then other question.
if you're
Okay,
creating a different design by changing the dart position, look, the original dart position is at waist and shoulder only. This is the original position for the best fitting. As you are changing dart position to create new design, maybe you have to face little bit problem regarding fitting. That is possible because you are actually changing, you are manipulating it from the original position. So you may find little problem in fitting, but that will be not much.
okay, sir. Other question is shoulder slope is too much, and it is also giving some in some garments. Uh, we have to change it to smaller shape, small sloper shape.
Yeah. Look, if you're talking about shoulder shape, we're talking about the ideal dress form. This is ideal, but
Yes, sir.
normally in real life, you will not get ideal shape. It's not
Yeah.
possible to get ideal shape, है ना?
Yes,
So
sir.
so so that's why because of like somebody is little fat, so the shape will be not that too much. यहाँ पे fat
Yeah.
है हो सकता है. So we'll
Yes.
not slope down 1.5 inch or 1.134. We may do 1 inch only because the shape is different,
Yes, sir. Yes.
right? So that we can
Yes,
do.
sir. Already doing
I would. Uh,
at my own.
yeah. Tell me.
Already doing this at my own, and getting my solution at my own because no book is giving that.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's a common sense. I mean, look, you have to understand the principles, only the principles, and then you have to apply your mind that how these principles can be manipulated for your design, for your client, for your body, right?
Yes, sir.
Because the body is different. Now, everybody is different. Every bone structure is different, muscle structure is different, shape is different. So you just have the guidelines and the principles that these are the principles, these are the guidelines to get the best fitting. Now we have to manipulate. Now we have to use these guidelines according to your common sense and your client, your design. I mean, that has to be. That's why this field is so creative, because you have a lot of opportunity, lot of freedom to play with these guidelines and principles. Yes, ma'am. You were asking some questions, right?
So I have got my answer. Uh, I think another ma'am is asking something.
Okay. Please, ma'am, go ahead.
How much
Yeah,
armhole we have to reach for to reduce the sugar size?
Ma'am, please again. Ma'am, please ask the question again.
Hello. If I
Yes, ma'am.
want shoulder size 2 inches width, then what we have to do with the armhole?
Oh, you want to increase the chest, right?
No, sir. She's asking shoulder width will be only of 2 inches. Then what to do with armhole? It will be shift into.
Shoulder width
It will be shift.
will only be 2 inches, right? And now I have 5 inches, around 5 inches. You want only of 2 inches, right?
Yes, sir.
So of course, the every measurement will go down drastically. 2 inch means, I mean, uh, maybe a toddler, maybe a 2 months or 3 months kid. It will not. 2 inches width of shoulder is too less, and it's
No, sir.
maybe it's only of.
Sir, I got her question. In cut sleeve, we can take in adults also 2 inch width shoulder, and we will just shift the in armhole to the required shoulder shape. We will shift armhole only.
Yeah, for those kind of sleeveless dresses, what we do just take the measurement very tightly fitted around the arm, very tightly fitted through the armpit, so that it will not gape. So that we can avoid the problem of gaping, underarm gaping. So we reduce the armhole. We reduce armhole. We just take the measurement of the bicep measurement, and that's it. So that we can enter the bicep, we can enter the arm. Because if it will be bigger, it will gape from the underarm hole. Okay.
Yes.
Look. As far as this fitting is concerned, we have kept a space over here, and we assume that we are going to stitch a sleeve over here. Okay. We have kept this space. You know why? Because we assume that we are going to attach a sleeve over here, and that's why we have kept a gap. Otherwise, had we making this a sleeveless dress, sleeveless blouse, we would not have kept this much space. We have cut just near this plate, just near this plate, so that this gaping won't appear. This gaping won't appear. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Right? Anything else you want to ask? Now I will drop a men's t-shirt, shirt, you can say, round neck t-shirts, polo t-shirt you can make through that, and I will try to simplify it the way it is practiced in industry. Just a minute, I just. I'm sorry for the noise because some construction work is going on and I can't help it. So I'll just. Is the board visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to draft the main features and I will follow the industrial method.
Sir, it's not completely visible. Half code is only visible.
Yeah, it's not visible.
It is visible, sir, but not full whiteboard. But
No, I
where
mean
you are,
wherever I'm drawing.
Sir,
yeah,
please
it is visible.
adjust your camera, sir.
Is this line visible?
No, only half portion is visible, sir. Please adjust the camera. We are not
Okay.
able to see on the top.
What top is not visible. This place is
Yeah.
not visible.
Yeah,
This place and this place
yeah, it is visible. Only half the line
is
is
visible.
visible.
This is not visible.
Yeah.
I can see the whole line. I think problem is in
So,
another system.
yeah, if one person can see the whole line, then I mean, is this visible?
No,
It is
no.
blur. It is blur, sir, but visible full line. But it is going blur again and again.
It's because of the network, I think.
All right, sir.
Half of the board is visible, sir. The other half is not visible. The lower half is visible. Yes, sir. Now I'm able to see the whole line.
Just a minute, I'm trying.
Uh,
Is it visible? Okay, let me explain it. You can see A, highest point, and then B. So A to B is the full length of the t-shirt. I kept 27-inch. Full length is 27 inch. ठीक है, I have kept full length of the t-shirt 27 inch. A to B is the full length. Okay. Then there is a point C, A to C. A to C is back neck drop. Back neck drop is 1 inch. Back neck drop is normally 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch. Then you have to, if you can see, there is a point D. D. A to D. D denotes, what denotes? Shoulder drop. So shoulder drop is how much? 1.5 inch. And in knitted t-shirts, we keep the same for front and back. Shoulder drop 1.5 inch, and that's why I marked a D point. A to D is 1.5 inch. This is AB. This is AC, and this is AD. Visible? Now,
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, you can. Okay. So, what is AE? AE is front neck drop. Front neck drop, which is 3.5 inch. You can see on the dummy also, the front drop is more deeper than the back one. You can see back, there is no drop in the back. It's hardly 3/4 inch to 1 inch, but in the front, drop is more from HPS to the center front. Okay, so that's why there is more drop. Now there is a point AF. So first let me draw the so I have drawn the front neck, and I am making both front and back in the same pattern. We can cut front and back from the single pattern. Now AF. What is AF? AF is across chest. So I have kept across chest 17 inch.
Neeraj,
Yes, sir.
so try to wind up within 5 to 10 minutes because the next session is scheduled on at this 11:30.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So try to wind in this 5 minutes.
Okay, okay, sir. So across chest is 16 inch I have kept. So this is across chest. And then AG is, so here I'll take the chest measurement, which is 40 I have kept. So 40, half of the 40 is 20. On this line. So normally t-shirt patterns are simpler. So I have done the t-shirt pattern. This is, I can cut front also from this and back also. Here I have kept the chest 40 size. So this is 20, right? I know it'll little tough to understand so fast, and the pattern making is actually the process based subject, and actually we need to do it while doing it, while studying it. So though I tried to make it as fast as possible. In the men's t-shirt, what I have taken the measurement is chest 40, and full length 27, and then I kept the shoulder, cross shoulder is 17. The cross chest is 16. So the t-shirt measurement which I have taken, a cross chest 16 inches, shoulder 17 inches, and chest 40, full length 27 inch. And that's how I made the t-shirt in a simplified way. I just have to draw the first center front line, full length line, and then on this line only I'll mark the back neck drop position, then shoulder drop position, then front neck drop position, then a cross chest position, and then lower armhole position. So A to G is 10 inches. Normally there is a formula. We used to put a formula. Whatever the chest is, chest divided by 4. So here the chest is 40 size. Here the chest I have kept 40. So A to G I have kept 10 inches. and that's how I mark the lower armhole. So already I have got this point, and this point, so I can draw the armhole. Anything you want to ask? Now my time is over, and of course the pattern making is a very big subject, so it's really tough to.
It was nice, sir. It was pleasure to see you here, and things are clear much. But due to network, it was blurred sometimes. It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? If you want any reference, anything else you want to ask, you can always ask me. And sir has my number. You can always take my number from sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, if you could share the recordings of today's and yesterday's session, it will be much better for us in future, sir.
Sir must have recorded it because I have not recorded these sessions.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes,
Sir,
yes.
please suggest some books for menswear traditional, for the traditional wear for menswear. Traditional garment for menswear.
Okay. Okay. Like sherwani and pajamas and
Yes,
and
sir.
this kind of chudidar.
Yes,
Okay. I'll
pants
just
and-
search Jodhpuri pants. I'll search in the library and I'll get back to you for this because NIFT has developed a few books for reference material. So
Okay.
I'll get it and then I'll see.
Sir, please share your number, sir.
My number is 701
701
803
803
4922.
4922. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me opportunity to do some discussion on pattern making. And I hope I did something worthful.
Thank you. Many thanks to Mr. Neeraj for very good presentation, especially live presentation, especially means on hand presentation, especially presentation from the lab. So all the credit goes to you for your efforts and everything. So I am really thankful to you for taking such efforts for communicating the things based on the pattern making and drafting it to all the participants of this FDP course. And I hope all the participants must get many things or everything for regarding this pattern making and draftings. So thanks to you, Mr. Jaiswal, Neeraj Jaiswal, for your very nice presentation and very good information you've given on this pattern making and drafting. And this is the one of the kind of this live presentation. So thank you, Mr. Neeraj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Neeraj.